leave me alone. Because me know
Yo, behave yourself,
you could have
behave yourself,
Jesus. The
alright?
devil on your back, you can't stay in here. And maybe
Rain a fall that mean you're hungry.
and me build Central Kingston. Ramon in a yard when me build Central Kingston. And you're going in yard, but tell him and his brother, so come me have a carry to Rosie make you expose them in a politics. And me carry them, go expose them all about in a politics. And I know Ramona undermine me. From 2016, Mrs. Madden down at Grace called me and tell me, say, Chris and Ramon and Sanjay, which is in brother, in the community, a campaign say, me can win the election 2016. Them go to my Grace go tell Mrs. Madden, and Mrs. Madden call me and tell me, Rosie, beware of them. Them are undermine you. So me know a long time, Sir Ramon and Chris and Sanjay did I do it. Mrs. Madden tell me long time and tell me, say, open your eye. And all me, Chris was more explicit and sure say him a fight. Somebody did avoid Chris, but Ramon gave the impression like Chris is the problem. Chris carry news and Chris got this and talk this and Chris. Every time I talk to him about Chris, him poured out everything for Chris. The time him did that do it. So now I know that Ramon was a snake and Ramon is the one that do all the things that way I do. I leave Ramon alone. And I'm not into an argument with him. I don't want to fuss with him. I just want me and him to go up on the floor. And you are anticipate a selection. Me no in a selection. Me I give him the seat. But me have a run and something else cause PMP have to win the seat. JP can't win it back. Me I make sure they not win it back. That's all me have to do. So me no in an argument with you. When Ramon tell me that you told him that you gave me money, and I said to Ramon, say, Ramon, Donovan never give me any money. Donovan don't give me money. Donovan give me projects. Him expect me to take the money, but the people was always farming. When I tell Donovan how much money I give the people them all the time, him tell me, when you give me so much money for? Me can give $6,000, $7,000. I always tell Donovan that can't help my body. I always tell him, so Donovan, that cannot help my body. The people them never used to that from me.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk from me. The other day, in a Christmas, I gave you a budget. Not this Christmas, last year Christmas. I gave you a budget.
Welcome in, guys.
No, it never have on anything for the old people them and this and that, apart from the treat when we did keep. And I knew that there were some people in need. Somebody did forget $5,000, $50,000 each. Ramon did forget 50,000. Chris did forget 50,000, and Yo-Yo was forget 50,000. Everybody else get their money apart from those 3 persons. Because I shared that money and give the old people them to give out. The people them some $5,000. You told Ramon that I gave you a list with Ramon's name on it, that Ramon was to get money. I did not answer him. He asked me 2 times, I did not answer him. The 3rd time he bring it up to me that you told him that I had his name on a paper to get $50,000. I told him yes. I said, Ramon, did you tell Donovan that you got the money? No. I said January when the gully did a clean in a Raytown. I told Yo-Yo, because the government go foreign and leave the money. I told Yo-Yo, give Ramon $50,000, give Chris $50,000, and you take your $50,000, and we make him pay out the rest of the money. I asked Ramon the question, if him they tell you, say him they get the money, and him said no. Ramon got him Christmas money in January. Ask Liad Ramon.
Liad Ramon.
Carry news, and carry go bring come Ramon.
Carry news Ramon.
if him never get the $50,000 afterwards. So when you and him a conspire and you are him a tell you say him never get no money Christmas and you are tell him say me give a list. Yes, I gave you the list with Ramon name on it. But I diverted the money, Chris and Ramon money to the poor, the old people in the era when need it. But January Ramon got back the money. And I told you, Donovan, that I gave Ramon. And you asked me, why me give him $50,000? The packages, the money where you get for the packages, where you sign up all kind of things, and you give Ramon them for sign. Oh. And Ramon come back and tell me, say, nothing where you put on the paper is true, is lie.
Whoa.
Remember, me, you didn't give them for sign, and Ramon, you didn't give them for sign. So all the things them when me know about your false documents them, and Ramon tell me.
Wow.
You hear me? I tell you stuff to leave my name alone.
Leave our name alone.
You see, I do, I'm not pay another man. And when I don't talk the things them. When Ramon tell me
Celine.
you thief in Donovan. I'm not talk to you about it.
Yo, man.
In the public, me go with it. In the public. Because you swear to things that your business private.
Yes.
Right? But let me tell you something. You have to know when the time comes.
When the right time comes.
Just continue.
Some are going to charge the corruption.
Take the peaceful transition. And do what you do because you can't stay in a Central Kingston. Me, I have a campaign make you lose.
Mighty
so
God.
You have to get rid of you.
Wow.
Me have to get rid of. Me not ask you that.
Wow. Red Velvet, how are you, baby?
Leave me alone. I realize that.
Big up Formosa Fantasy in the place. First to comment on this particular live right there. How you doing, sweetheart? We say rain fall down at your place. Make sure you keep yourself warm and keep your feet dry. We have Atthew in the building. Atthew, big up yourself in Atthew. Atthew is one of my few, what do you call it now? Atthew is one of my few members, my few honorary members on this platform. Alright, we have Jain, we have Sassy81, and we have Atthew. So big up all of my moderators, big up all of my members and for persons on BOLO V&R 2.0. If you're not a member yet, consider becoming a member of the platform. For the persons on TikTok, big up on yourself. The support is getting more consistent over there. For the persons on BOLO V&R 2.0, morning Jada, Red Velvet, how you doing? Let me know where you guys are watching from. Celine, East Portland in our place. Sylvia Chambers, good. Sylvia Chambers said good evening. Sylvia, evening now where there? No man. No man. At 10:38 will be there, but you know you're probably there in England or something like that. So big up everybody overseas, internationally, wherever you are. This morning is a very serious topic. You guys know I don't go live very, very early. You understand what I say? Miami, Florida in a place. This morning is a very serious topic. I do not go live early in the morning like that again. Them they did a way back in a 1.5 year ago. You understand? But Father God decides, say, Bolo, you're going to wake up on time. You set the thing for 10:30. And Father God, wake me up. I want to thank Father God for wake me up, Jamaica. I want to thank the Almighty God for wake me up on time. Good before the time for me to do this live stream here. Because like I said, this is a very, very serious topic. Right? Yeah, man. When we look at the government and how things are run under them, right? We have to ask the question, why is it that in certain areas there's a consistency of abuse? Where Ryan Campbell, good morning. I am Coley, good morning. There's a consistency of abuse, ladies and gentlemen, where the citizens of Jamaica is concerned. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've noticed it. And it's very, very concerning for me personally. TikTok, give me a second. It's very concerning for me personally, right? Go up on TikTok. We just write up something. We've been looking at all the extrajudicial killings that has been happening in Jamaica for the last few years. The rise in police unaliving the citizens of Jamaica has increased dramatically. Hold on, something is wrong, man. Something is wrong. Why is the browser? Yo, why is the browser? What's happening here, sir? Something I play with, I don't know about. Which browser this? Are you guys hearing something other than me? Let me see. Browser 3. Why is browser 3? Alright. Let me see something else.
10 o'clock. And
Alright. Browser 3 should not be spiking off at all. Alright, the main browser. I don't know why that would be spiking off. I don't have anything playing in the background. For the persons on OBS, are you hearing anything playing in the background, ladies and gentlemen? That's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting indeed. Un momento, por favor. Even when I turn off the OBS, I'm still hearing something in the background here. Alright, so let me just look at this because obviously something is happening here. Pause that, take out that audio. What else is in the background? This one? Oh, alright, so let me just... Technicalities, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to OBS, what about technicalities? I've seen some things going up, so I don't want to make any mistake about that. So, Rosie, hey, what's up? Your name, hey, Rosie, hey, that name there. That name there normal, you know, guys like me. I say Rosie, hey, but it's actually Rosie, hey. When I hear my morning voice, my morning voice sound. I wake up with it, you know. I don't wake up with it. I don't wake up with it. Yo, I don't wake up good yet, Jamaica. I tell you, I don't wake up good yet. Alright. So like I was saying, Jamaica, when you look at the abuse that's happening, the unaliving of our citizens, when you look at the abuse for the elderly from the police, it doesn't matter who it is. We've seen recent videos come out circulating recently that it appears that a police officer was beating a man helpless on the ground. Then when I give him some kick, when I know if you don't see that video there. Then when I give him some kick, Jamaica, I say, no, what could have caused this? What could have caused all of this to happen here, so? You know what I mean? So, them little things that really nerve-wracking for me. I don't know about nobody else. Those things are very nerve-wracking for me, so. I don't hear the Prime Minister, Horace Chang, or Dr. Kevin Blake come out and reprimand these acts by rogue officers. Because I'm not here saying that all officers are bad. I understand the importance of order in our society. I understand the importance of the men and women that serve in the JDF, the JCF. You understand? I totally understand that, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, what I'm doing, Michael? Sorry about that. My microphone was off the water. Yeah, so I totally understand the role of the JCF and the JDF. Can you like, share, comment, and subscribe? But there's a disturbing pattern. And last night, and I'm talking about a bad pattern with the police force. And this has to do with their intelligence. You understand? There's a terrible pattern. This has to do with the intelligence of the police force. And we shouldn't be even questioning the intelligence of the police force, but we have merit. We have good merit to do so. I don't know if you guys have seen recent reports. Oh, hold on. I don't know if you guys have seen recent reports in the news. I don't know if you have seen recent reports in the news, guys. But I'm going to share with you what I've seen. Alright? So the desktop. What is playing on the desktop? Oh, the background up there. But that's why I know so the audio didn't clear now, because trust me, it's rough. That's why I love using my phone straight now, because you see OBS, so much things about OBS for you really, you know, to look at and make sure so everything runs smooth. True. I'm searching for a better day. I'm searching for a better way. Mighty God, what is this? Discard. I left that this one.
That is it.
We can't, and we have very highly educated people that work at call center and Oldfield, because we can't afford to send them to school. So in our freedom, we still not achieving a lot of us. Majority of us still not achieving. One thing that you want them to for people like you, I have never lived in a communist country, but there are basic things that if you have a government will give health, education, and housing, and opportunities to work. We don't see what else you want, because other things will come onto you.
All right, thanks for the
And if it wasn't the embargo, if it wasn't for the embargo, Cuba need a lot of us, majority of us.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Good day, man.
Yeah, man,
I'm just waiting quickly on the Cuban issue. You know, Colin and Raleigh, I have a brethren in Mandeville who leaves Cuba, gone to Cuba 147 times. And, you know, I mean, when a man tell you the situation with Cuba in terms of discipline, in terms of the space, everything in
So another crisis that is imminent right now in Jamaica is the cost of living. I don't know how many of you have seen price hikes in your light bill, but trust me, you know we have to go to the teacher, Mr. Ralston Hyman, Zine, and then we're going to touch upon the police force, the JCF, and the disturbing trend. Alright? And then we move to something else. No. That is the itinerary for this morning. Let's continue.
Cuba. it is just impeccable. And for example, you know, Colin, I have a man say he don't know what to do, but let's say you have 70 people at the bus stop. When the bus comes, it's like the person who is at 27 or 30 in the line. That's the number that they're going to go in the bus, you know. They actually just come and count up and know that, listen, that person was ahead of them. That is the orderly society that they operate. And Colin and Raleigh, we know that it is just belly and pure bad mind some people are carrying to Cuba. Because had it not been for the embargo that has been going against Cuba for the last 60 years plus 60 plus years, certainly our neighbors, our big neighbor to them now, certainly would look pale in comparison to Cuba.
True, that's a
when
fact.
you look at certain areas in Cuba has basically outdone
that's
them.
a
When you
fact.
talk about their medical
Yep,
yep,
that's a fact.
But let's say for Cuba is indeed first world. So
True.
the Cuban in a big way, and thank God we understand that the oil to them, so the Cuban people will see a retreat. I have a few more things that I want to say, Wally, but I know you have a caller. So let's take the caller.
Yes.
And then I wait.
Hold on. Go ahead, caller. Thanks for waiting. Good evening.
You're welcome. Good evening, Robbie, Colin, and you're talking about the Cuban situation, and we have to go back to what Senator Motley said.
Hold on, no Daisy that. They know say Daisy call in for the program. Hey, big up Daisy, you know. Daisy magazine, anywhere there, mama. Big up yourself. Big up Daisy magazine, anywhere there. What's your monthly earnings on TikTok? But Andrew, what if you ask me that? I don't earn no money on TikTok. TikTok not pay no money. If I did money alone, I don't go live on TikTok. I can't tell you that right now. If this was just about money, I wouldn't go live on TikTok. I don't earn no money on TikTok. No money. Them stop. TikTok means just TikTok stop make you earn money off of your views from your videos them. I do videos got 200,000, I don't make any money off them. Crazy. When I go on live, I haven't come across persons that are kind enough or have the money enough to give the big gift them. I have come across persons that are kind, and you know, I don't understand the gifts, but when I see the wheel them and them so that the lion them and them thing, I have the biggest thing I've ever gotten is a money gun, I believe. That's it. And I am thankful for everything. I'm just saying, I have not come across heavy donators on TikTok. Never come across them. But on I talk about politics, I talk about the state of the country. You know, I talk about good governance and those types of things. And I highlight problems within the community and in the society that I believe that need urgent attention. You know. And at the end of the day, you know, we just hope say the people them see the value in the platform, become a member, join the what you call it, on TikTok, press the join button and bless up the platform when they're led to do so. I don't give anybody anything to put down, you understand? Yes, and we're here talking about how life is challenging. Lorraine, good morning, I see you. Good morning, Lorraine. Hope all is well, my sister. Big up, big up, big up. Right? Big up all of my moderator them again for the persons on BOLO V&R 2.0. If you are seeing a membership option, if you are seeing an option for super chats, you can also gift members over there. Explore those things, alright? And for the persons on BOLO V&R clips, of course, the donation link is pinned on both YouTube platforms. Yeah, man. So you can just donate to the Zelle, the Cash App, or the PayPal. For the Zelle and the Cash App, any one of those, please send me a screenshot on my number. My number is 876-451-6535. That's 876-451-6535. 451-6535. WhatsApp me the number. Also, you can WhatsApp me on that number if you want to join the WhatsApp group or the WhatsApp channel. I will send you all the information that is one necessary or needed by yourself where that is concerned. All right, wonderful. Let's continue.
And when people speak disparagingly about the Cubans, because more and more than equating a car to education shows you the depth of their depravity. Because the Cubans weren't working in a car, they were taking care of human beings.
Oh
So
my God!
being able to buy a car is more important than the ability to take care of than somebody like that should not. I would not want to be associated with somebody like that.
Oh my God!
And you look across the.
No, Daisy. We not go. Daisy, you are the gift that keeps on giving. We're not just gonna scroll past that word let us use. Kerry Spencer to repeat the number. The number is 876-451-6535. That's 876-451-6535. But I believe I am monetized, you know. I don't know how the monetization it's just not yielding. It's like I said, Andrew, Polo, it's just not yielding any, you know, the people. I don't have those types of supporters over here. I don't have the type of supporters that when I go live, them just continue to excite up the live and drop a bag of gifts and them something. But I don't want to talk about that right now. I just concentrate on the message. You see me I say? Yeah. Just watch. You got the number, Kerry Spence? And anybody else that want the number, you got the number? 876-451-6535. But we're not gonna just scroll past it where Daisy just said a while ago about Marlon Morgan, you know. Make we hear this again. Hold on there.
Is more important than equating a car to education shows you the depth of their depravity.
Depth of their pravity. Let us look up that word. Him equating. No man, Marlon Morgan ain't a shame. Daisy said shouldn't even want to be associated with somebody like you. Shun the very appearance of evil, Daisy. I agree with you. Oh, it's depravity. The depth of depravity. From you see that word, I mean, you know, moral corruption. Mighty God. No. Jamaica, depravity. DEPARVITY. It means moral corruption. Mighty God. The innate corruption of human nature due to original sin. Nerida, how you doing? No, Jamaica. No. Marlon Morgan in a shame. Somebody call Marlon Morgan there for me, ladies and gentlemen. No, this is bad. This is really, really bad. The depth of your depravity.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
No, sir. No, man. Me shame for you. I am ashamed for you. You have become a clown in the Senate. How would that? Hey, thank you for the 10. Oh my goodness. Shout out to you on the cat and Sylvia. Thank you so much, my darling. Sylvia, look for the membership here. Membership them nice. Badge them nice. The emoji them turn up. Let me show you some of my emoji them. When me hear something they said that a while ago, this is an emoji I'm drop. What can go so? But that Morgan depravity. No.
What can go
No.
so?
Brethren, you're morally corrupt. You're not even morally bankrupt. You're morally corrupt. Patsy Wagwan. Lady Sue, what's up? Big up all that TikTok. No go on. Like when I hit up the like button, you know, that is it. Your moral depravity. Wayne Boucher say, Love the program. No free. Hey, big up yourself in a way in Bushhead. Big up enough. Yes, man. I'm glad to say you want to find some education from the program and also, you know, entertainment have to go and see them because, you know, we do long live streams and you have to keep the people engaged. You know what I mean? Yes, so I am happy when the people are happy. I am happy. I am happy. Thank you so much for that 10 and a 10 pound to you and a 10 United States dollar. That's all I know it go. 10 pound to the cash app. You shouldn't even tell nobody. I know people always account their money. You know what I mean? God bless you, Sylvia. God bless you. God bless you. Selvanev, tell her again. Tell her again, Selvanev. But depravity. She didn't really wicked. Listen to this.
Equating a car to education shows you the depth of their depravity. Because what the Cubans weren't working in a car, they were taking care of human beings. When people speak disparagingly about the Cubans, because Marlon Morgan equating a car to education shows you the depth of their depravity. Because people speak disparagingly about the Cubans, because Marlon Morgan equating a car to education shows you the depth of their depravity. Or said it to Marlon
Morgan. Marlon Morgan come in front of the class. Listen what Daisy magazine have to say about you. Mighty God. You should have shame. Should have shame. Marlon Morgan come in front of the class there. You with Daisy magazine have to say about you. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. Absolutely ashamed.
they said in the parliament on Friday. And when people speak disparagingly about the Cubans, because Marlon Morgan equating a car to education shows you the depth of their depravity. Morgan equating a car to education shows you the depth of their depravity. Morgan equating a car to education shows you the depth of their depravity.
Marlon Morgan, this is an effort to have you shut your mouth when you're in parliament if you don't have nothing smart or sensible or uplifting or credible or morally uncorrupt to say. You equated education to a car. Yes, a labor right. Yes, really a labor right. You have to be a labor right. So you are the bustamantic when you equate saltfish better than education. You are one of them fully done.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
Marlon Morgan have to come down. And she said the depravity. My goodness, Jamaica. I have to share this with you guys that don't know this word. I want to shout out to Daisy Magazine, one of my favorite ladies. You understand? On the app from Tala time. No, depravity means moral corruption. Wickedness, Marlon Morgan, you are wicked. The innate corruption of human nature due to original sin. Marlon Morgan is a wicked. You're telling me buying a car, having a car is better than education? The Cubans have an educated class of people. They're doing way better than us. Even with the embargo on them. Jamaica should be ashamed of themselves. We could take some lessons from Cuba. And you on the Jamaica Labour Party side seem to, try to put down the Cubans. But my God, Daisy Magazine definitely summed it up right here. What a crying shame, Jamaica. What a crying shame.
Because the Cubans weren't working in a car, they were taking care of human beings.
Yes.
So if he thinks that being able to buy a car is more important than the ability to take care of your fellow human beings, then somebody like that I would not want to be associated with somebody like that. And you look across the length and breadth of Jamaica throughout the 50 years. Jamaica's literacy rate was in the 70s. What is it right now? What is literacy rate? And for a country that has an embargo on it for as long as I can remember, for decades, and to be able to send trained doctors, nurses,
of course, Cuba is better than we start, boy.
What does that, like you said, Colin, if that country did not have an embargo, can you imagine what would be happening right now. That country is the star of the Caribbean.
Maybe a Cuba would have the right now.
Exactly. Everybody wants to go there. But here's the thing, you know.
No, Marlon Morgan, there is a magazine though if you want to be associated with it. And I am saying, Jamaica shun the very appearance of evil. When you hear people talk like Marlon Morgan, you don't even want to be in them company. They're more than fully duns. You understand? Worse than duns are wicked. So you can imagine your duns and wicked. Let's continue. Tell me one thing. Yes, man, let's put that one up on TikTok. Let's move on.
You talk about respect. You cannot respect a person who is wishy-washy.
No.
And here's the thing. He could have defended the program. But you know why he can't defend the program? He has no integrity.
My God.
And when people have dirt on you, you can't stand up and praise.
No.
Everybody
no, true.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing. Why do you think the oil can go through? And why do you think? There are many people all across the world who are going to Cuba right now. You know? I don't know if a lot of people realize that. And what Jamaica is going to find themselves, the position that they're going to find themselves in, is after, give it 2-3 years, and all the dust has settled, and everybody is back doing, you know, you're able to do things with Cuba. What are they going to do? Can they now reach back to Cuba, reach out to the Cuban government and say,
it's not Uncle Cuba.
We would like to be part of the PNP administration, Jamaica Department administration.
With that, don't you want to have Venezuela face to Venezuela?
Yes.
Exactly. Yes. And that is the problem we're having with this administration.
Hey, I'm telling you, you know, you see what Jamaica has done and the reputation that we now have in the Caribbean. I don't expect no neighbor to come to our aid in our time of crisis. You see the way we deal with Cuba? Listen, you have to understand, you know, we are all human beings. Yes, we're dealing with things on the country level. Hey, what's up, hey? We're dealing with things that somebody said we must go away. We just said that a while ago. I must go away. I make big money on YouTube. Tarifa, excuse me. What you know about my money on YouTube? What kind of big money? What is big money? Do you know the cost of my bills? What is big money? Am I making what? I'm making what? $1 million off YouTube a month? What is big money? Me see it in about, me have to wonder if I see him Tarifa this. This must be, oh, this is a troll. Oh, and I'll pay you now. Come off on my page. If I just see him Tarifa, then I'm sorry for him or her. Hey, what's up? Because you talk about somebody with a pocket watch. Come off on my page. No, sir. That's not safe. The person said I make big money on YouTube. I force my friends, so. Hold on the TikTok. Give me a second there. Go over to me YouTube and fix something. Mighty God. Just cause oh, it good? Oh, okay, good. Alright, so yeah, there's a magazine that says something very important. That's all. Go back.
With that, don't you want to have Venezuela went out and
Exactly.
Alright, so yes, Rosie, yeah man, keep focus. Thank you for that. Thank you for the hey Angela, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, hey? One more smarty, Rosie, hey, and then smarty on TikTok name, hey, where always support me. No. The way how we have dealt with our neighbors that have been good to us, Venezuela, Cuba, Jamaica is to me, if I was a neighbor of Jamaica, if I was a outside country, especially the ones that are closest to us, Venezuela and Cuba in particular, I wouldn't be surprised if they hold it against the Jamaica Labour Party, what they have done or not done on behalf, or, you know, like stand in solidarity with the Venezuelan. I would admit the Venezuela topic is kind of more stickier than the Cuban, you know, because there's allegations of corruption in elections. There's allegations of some type of mafia drug ring. Those are the allegations. So I can understand to some extent the Venezuela thing, but still Jamaica, I believe, was not as diplomatic as it could have been. Anyway, I'm not going to hold it too much against the Jamaica Labour Party. I'm going to be fair. But you see, Cuba, there's no excuses. There's absolutely no excuses. So when we look on that now, I say, yo, how you treat your friend, I judge you off of that. How you treat people treat you good. I'm looking at the Jamaica Labour Party's loyalty. I'm looking at them being a selfish government and not understanding or appreciating the history between the two countries. And if it is that Venezuela should get back on their feet again in their independence and decide that, you know, they're not going to be as welcoming to the Jamaicans. I don't know if you guys remember now. Venezuela was the first country to send a plane to Jamaica, you know. Joy Evans, how you doing? Do you guys remember that Venezuela was the first country to send a plane to Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa? How many of you remember that? It came in the news. There was an article. There was a picture of the Venezuelan pilots with the Jamaica flag and the Venezuelan flag. No politician went out there and greeted and thanked the Venezuelan government. Good morning, Joycelyn. Right? Let me see if I can find it. Google. Venezuela send aid for Hurricane Melissa. Venezuela first to send aid after Hurricane Melissa. And you see, those are the things, Jamaica. Those are the things. Those are the things that we will be remembered for. Yeah, man. Those are the things that we will be remembered for. Here it is. Let me see. Instagram. I'm trying to look at the date which that this video was released. But Venezuela sends second ton of food aid to Jamaica. Oh, so so Venezuela sent a two-time Venezuela sent stuff. But I remember there was a picture of Venezuela, Jamaica. Right? There was a picture of the Venezuelan plane and everything. Let me see, where is it? Ah, here it is, Facebook. Let me see the date on this Facebook post. November 3rd, Jamaica. On November 3rd, 2025. So you had the 28th, the 29th, the 31st of November, and then November 3rd, the Venezuelan government sent aid to Jamaica. And for the persons on OBS, let me just share the picture with you because you guys can see the thing, right? See it there? No Jamaica government official went out there. It was an embarrassing situation, Jamaica. Jamaica didn't want to touch Venezuela with a long pole. Do you know what Venezuela did for us when they serviced our debt? It gave us an opportunity to grow the economy. It gave us an opportunity to build infrastructure. When we got the oil, yo, amount of things that Venezuela do for, and we got humanitarian aid from them, and the Jamaica Labour Party was such a weak jellyback government that none of the officials went out there, Jamaica, to greet the Venezuelan and say, officially, I want to thank you for being one of the first, if not the first, planes to get here with aid. I believe they were the first, November 3rd. That was just a day after the storm passed. Can't remember, so the storm will go on with itself on the 28th. Sean W, big up. Right? The storm will not take its time and I scroll past about 2 days. The storm there. Right? This is what the weak jellyback government do under Andrew Onis. Nobody was out there to greet the Venezuelans. And I'm telling you, this reputation is a stain on Jamaica. And we are going to pay for it. In our hardest time, we are going to pay for it. These countries, if they look out for themselves more and don't link with Jamaica, I don't blame them, especially if the Jamaica Labour Party is the one that is in government just because of them things alone. You feel what I deal with? So Daisy Magazine is making an excellent point. You understand? Let's continue.
Lima help we are.
Yes, yes. And that is the problem we're having with this administration, is that they have no integrity.
Like and share the life, guys.
Anybody? It's just like they go with any which way the wind blows.
Yes.
So they have no moral ground on which to stand. So anybody can come with anything and say anything to them. And
no.
They throw the boss, the people. Because if the people who are suffering, and moral ground on which to stand. So anybody can come with anything and say anything to them. And you know who they're throwing the boss? The people. Because it's the people who are suffering now, given what is happening with the Cuban doctor situation. And what the politicians do, they speak disparagingly about it. Because Marlon Morgan will not be affected by it now, if he should get sick.
No, I don't know about that, you know. Well, him having money, so you might be right. Black Beauty said, why would them? PM knew this was coming for Venezuela. Cuba in the meeting. Oh, I see what you're saying, you know. Femi, thank you for the continued support, guys, on TikTok. Remember, press the join button, you understand? All 54 of you, press that join button right there if you haven't already. Let's continue.
He will not be affected.
Oh.
But other persons who vote them into office, they will be affected. So you see, they voted for their own downfall when they sold their votes for $5,000. They reward the consequences of those actions. So on the one hand, you cannot feel sorry for them.
He needs some milk.
The persons who vote them into office, they will be affected. So you see, they voted for their own downfall when they sold their votes for $5,000. This is the reward. This is the consequences of those actions. So on the one hand, you cannot feel sorry for them, or they have to feel compassion because those persons who wanted better for themselves did not support this. But they get caught up in it. Like I said, the good suffer with the bad. But we pray and move on. But you know, like they say, this too shall pass. I believe it.
Right.
Solid call from Daisy, as usual. Solid. Big up Daisy Magazine. I know that voice anywhere. Anytime she touch the microphone on a platform. You know, Daisy Magazine used to be on Will Rattigan very regularly, and also Mystic Sensation. You understand? Big up Daisy Magazine. Yeah, man.
How do we as a small nation, depending on oil, navigate this period? Because since the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister are not telling us, maybe we need to tell them. How are we going to handle this rally?
Well, they have to either provide targeted assistance to some people or reduce the tax on petroleum products. That is being done right across the world, Australia, UK, and all of those things. You can't be talking about balancing the budget at this time when we have this massive international crisis. They have 3.6 billion lined up, so they could easily reduce the tax on petroleum products in order to give the economy a break from higher inflation higher interest rates and a deeper recession than is necessary.
Raleigh. Yeah. Thanks, Colin. Raleigh. And number of us, we have a lot of motorists here in Jamaica. And a number of us have been paying the $7.50 per litre for the egg that they are not enjoying.
Thank you, Carl.
It would be too much to ask the government to relieve us of the $7.50 per litre, even for a temporary period of 6 months or so.
But that's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making. All countries, most countries are doing that.
So the year where Rasta and I man say Jamaica, most countries are giving road users, the persons who use fuel for them cars, some type of temporary break. And you know what's funny though? If this government had any vision, they would have left they would have funded the fuel insurance policy that the People's National Party, I think specifically Omar Davis or Peter Phillips, one of them had the wisdom to take out, just like how them take out insurance for disaster, hurricane, and take out insurance on the fuel them. So there was an edge tax, and then the edge tax on the fuel would have funded the insurance policy. So now, when we're in this time, we would need that insurance policy to keep down the prices of fuel with the insurance in this challenging time. But the Jamaica Labour Party decided to end that. Mr. Mark Jefferson Golding, Sir Mark Jefferson Golding, was talking about it on Colin Bell's show recently, that edge tax and other persons have been talking about it. First, we need to acknowledge that there's a problem. The PM need to be honest with the people. Yes, because it's hard times coming, and that's why I'm even focused on these things, And I know there's other people out there raising the warning signs, and I'm just doing my part. I'm telling you, Jamaica, we have to be prepared as best as we can. Water storage, food, plant food, food storage, money. Your money in your pocket. Me not talk about money in the bank. Me talk about money tucked away somewhere. Right? The potential attacks that might be coming in around the Western world because of what is happening in Iran. They might not want to tell you if they get attacked, for obvious reasons. Because it will look embarrassing upon them if they get attacked by the forces and agents of their enemies that is in the East. You feel me I deal with? For hamper anything, but when it comes to warfare, Jamaica, you never know. You never know where the attack might come from. Especially when you're dealing with these types of people. So that is going to, those potential attacks might further destabilize, will further destabilize the situation economically. Right? If people, this might be the pandemic all over again and even worse, like what Rasta Nyman is saying. If I'm being totally honest, I heard him say it a couple of times the other day. This situation might be worse than the pandemic because it affects every single thing. Travel is being affected in Jamaica. Obviously. Make sure you have a cash in on Black Beauty, man. Tell them. Make sure say Kevin Smith did warn about certain things. Apostle Jeffrey Shuttleworth warned me. Pastor Peter Chambers warned me. Mark Stewart warned me. And they told us what we needed to prepare ourselves. And there's many other men and women of God all over the country, all over the world that has gotten message for Jamaica. Yeah. All over the world. It's a very, very serious time. So the Jamaica Labour Party discontinued funding the insurance on gas price that would have been critical for us now to keep our gas prices down. Oh, and another thing that I learned from Ralston Hyman, you know that the Jamaica to US dollar, our dollar is dropping and the US dollar is rising. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So that only are going to make things worse for us. Why? Because we import so much things. So when you're going to need money for your importation bill, you have to pay it in US, you know. And now the US dollars cost more. So that's more money coming out of... Let me tell you something, man. We in a ratty trouble, Jamaica. Let me tell you bluntly, we in our ratty trouble. It not go normal. This thing continue, it not go normal. I say me get one light bill, I know me head hurt me. You hear me say? Me get one light bill, me say I know me head hurt me. No look a joke. It terrible, Jamaica. It terrible. True.
Yeah, man, most countries are doing that. That is what is required right now.
Good. And Ronnie, just I know we're talking economics general, but can you share with our people how the present accusation of what is taking place out there in the constituency of Central Kingston with a member of the political executive, the government, how that impact dovetail into impacting the economy general?
Well, I mean, if we continue in this era where money is being misallocated, then that have a negative impact on the economy, because if you don't have enough money and you're wasting money and money is disappearing in a strange way, then that will have a negative impact on the economy. Government won't be able to deliver the services that they are supposed to be delivering to people's taxes, and that affects confidence, economic activity, everything that is.
I love that question from Obi. He's talking about the Donovan Williams situation with Rosalino, how those types of activities affect the economy. So, yeah, it has to be a negative, and a big negative as well. Here we are. Good morning, Joanne. Here we are. What's up, Monica? How are you doing? So we have to go solar soon. No, Monica, we should have been done that. And there was cause for that years ago. As a top mother, how are you? Morning. There was cause for us to go to the solar, the wind, and the water. But, you know, nothing was built out. There was no plan or execution. If you can say, all right, the project is 30% complete, or the project is 50% complete. You know, just like how the People's National Party went out and transformed this so we can go live on multiple platforms, you know. This was not a possibility until the People's National Party did it. You understand? So I'm just saying, look how much revenue persons are earning from the fact that we have cell phones and good service. Yeah, we should have a long time ago gone to solar, Febby. But this is our reality. We are 10,000 steps behind. The people that are in power, they have no vision. That is what it boils down to, you know. Vision. Only talking. Only talking. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. We are aware. Sorry, Colin. Can I continue?
Yeah, man.
We are aware that we operate an innocence until proven guilty.
Yes, sir.
So we are not trying.
Hold on. One look at birdie. Boops me and chups me and make me know, say. The PAAC meeting hot. Hold on, the people. Make me go over there. Where you say Auditor General over there? Aye. Make a hear what I go on over here, so. Because them things have to do with the economy same way. Me hear what I go on over here, so Jamaica. We're going to switch focus. Thank you so much, my supporter. Thank you for letting me know what's actually going on there. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let me see.
Systems are put in place where just paying a company $90,000 US dollars, getting nothing for it, and it's just a brush off kind of a thing.
And a nothing.
And a nothing. I really.
No, hold on there. Wait. Hold on there. After spicy Janet, go on. No. You say I'm listening part about the road Carlos. Hold on there. I mean, Sergi, big up. Are you telling me that Juliet Cuthbert is out here? Juliet Cuthbert attack. Juliet Cuthbert. We are part of the most corrupt party in Jamaica. In the world, as a matter of fact. Then probably they are top 50 to all them corrupt. I really see that attack. Me want to hear from the Auditor General. Hold on there. You give me a second. Let me see what I'm going to say. No, man.
There's clearly a need for change here, given where the funds are coming from and the need to protect the interests of taxpayers' monies in this regard. But let me, Member Frank, why you turn up? Don't turn off your mic. Go ahead, Member. Bring the thing closer to you. So.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My understanding in respect of the work of the internal auditor, my understanding is not that you are there to audit and give a report. But I think the internal auditor, his or her position really is to look at the day-to-day transactions and to ensure that you can mitigate against what we are seeing or what we are hearing now in terms of the findings. So for me, I'm kind of trying to understand when you say that you reported,
Lorna,
you have captured some of these situations and you would have reported, but
not this man did allegedly tell lie upon Damien Crawford. All me can't trust not where I come out of him out, you know. Now this man allegedly tell lie upon Damien Crawford in the whole scheme of, and him supposed to be he's supposed to be somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. We're on YouTube on BOLO V&R OBS right now. On a live there. Cause 4 live me on TikTok, 2 times on YouTube BOLO V&R 2.0 and 1 on BOLO V&R clips. Somebody, that brother we attack right now, isn't this man the man that allegedly tell lie upon Damien Crawford? One big lie. We could have landed Damien Crawford in a prison if there wasn't video evidence. Now him, cause my memory know somebody know. Let me know if I him Jamaica.
I believe that the internal audit is to look at the transaction as they go through the various departments and to mitigate against what we are seeing here. I would love for you to give me some direction in relation to that.
I mean, he can identify and make recommendations, but he can't implement.
No, I'm saying you're right. So if you identify a problem, there's something wrong with a particular transaction, and you identify it as the internal auditor, then that transaction should not have gone through, so that we are here today looking at.
No, generally.
I'm so confused.
The internal audit who sits in the ministry.
No, I'll allow them, but my understanding is they're.
One general auditor will stop something from go through. An auditor looks at something after the fucking up and make recommendations so it doesn't happen again. So the recommendation is to help you to plug that gap. Because you know what Jonas love to talk about gap. The recommendation is to help you to plug that gap. So I don't understand what I say this. That sounds kind of weird what I say.
The processes tend to be post fact or after the fact. So we will be able to.
That's not my understanding.
Well, I'll invite the.
So hold on there. How comes that him alone understand it differently? No, this is embarrassing, Jamie. No, Bridging, no disrespect, but if me and a politician and me understand that, then if you come out of politics.
Embarrassing.
We need some milk.
Nah, bro.
Do you see what to do?
You're correct, Chair. That's exactly how it works. It is after that the auditors will come in to do their work, to review what has taken place over a past time period.
Yes!
Also, what you'll find, some reason why some of these transactions would not have been picked up by the internal audit department is that they took place outside of the university. So the use of like the tax status, the tax status was not processed internally.
Well, you're opening up a can of worms that you can't really close.
So Jamaica, them going at the UHWI business too? No. This a meeting at Antonio Wagwan. This a meeting at me never know say them something I go on today. Whoa, yo.
I'm going to have to elaborate on that.
That's exactly when those
I waited to go issue by issue, so let me wait.
No wonder the labor right there so vocal. Because them a try to throw the PMP under the bus. But one thing we know, we don't know who own the other company, them at the UHWI that was mentioned in the report. Antonio R. Big up. We don't know who own the company, them in Jamaica. We want to share this live with 3 or 4 persons. We don't know. We don't know all now. But more I catch the Auditor General talk one at a time. Hold on there.
It's set by the head of entity. The practice is for that limit to be
guideline.
Remember cousins?
For a long time, because you can destroy the minutes and the ministry would not be the only entity who would have the minutes. The minutes would originate from the particular department of the ministry.
Very love, good morning.
The minutes go to the region and the minister, and it comes to the attention, speculating that the issue arises from the minutes of the meeting and there's no action, then the region could have stepped in at that stage, or the minister, correct?
No, the region should have stepped in before. In case of a region, the region ought to have stepped in before, because we get the minutes of the regional boards.
Okay.
Just like we should get the minutes of the unit.
So it goes to the region and the minister. Misses the attention, and the region omits to peruse that minute thoroughly.
Hi, Sherry.
The minister, who gets a copy of that report, when he looks at that report and he identifies that there's an issue that has not been addressed, what is the next step? What is the procedure for it?
Well, I can't speak for the minister, but the minister has representatives on the board. He appoints the board members, he appoints the chairman. The permanent secretary.
Bangarang Jamaica, you hear that? This a man that throw my name Christopher Tufton under the bus. Oh my God. So if you appoint somebody to the board, you're supposed to have the information. You're supposed to be in tune with what is going on in the UHWI. And that the man is saying indirectly, play it again. Play it again, Jamaica. No man, this sweet.
What is the procedure for it?
Well, I can't speak for the minister. But the minister has representatives on the board. He appoints the board members. He appoints the chairman. The permanent secretary has a representative on most boards.
You have an ex officio generally for most boards?
No. We have for most boards, the permanent secretary have a representative on the regional boards. The CMO is a member of the University Hospital Board by virtue of her being the Chief Medical Officer of Jamaica. When things happen at the board meeting, it is a responsibility, if there is something of concern, for the chairman to speak to the minister appoints the chairman, for the chairman to speak to the minister.
Jamaica, want to see why the meeting is so important? The chairman is the one that is supposed to communicate with the minister of health. Because I him appoint them. And the UHWI them talk about that so. Because remember this man have said, this man have open up a can of worms. So the UHWI them talk about, you know. Bangarang. Let's hear more Jamaica. Christopher Tufton can't escape this judgment in terms of responsibility. He must resign. He thinks he can stay quiet and talk about, oh, we wait for Andrew Ones to fall, to come and take up leadership. He can cock up Nobody were him. As a matter of fact, me even get into that. God have work. All of them going down. Let's continue. Me not even waste no time on that.
There is a matter that is egregious or needs the minister's attention.
Wow. Thank you, Chairman.
Minister appoints the chairman or the chairman to speak to the minister. If there is a matter that is egregious or needs the minister's attention.
Wow. Thank you, Chairman. And
Whoa.
So all road lead back to the minister.
Yes!
I would not say that because the minister cannot micromanage. The minister appoints a board. Ought to, because the board is chaired by somebody with a point.
No, this person here can't be a sensible somebody. What happened to the PMP, the hurricane money where PMP steal? Boy, the labor right them really desperate. The labor right them desperate. Hold on there. Let me fix your business. Stick around. Because nobody now accuse the PMP of stealing any hurricane money. Nobody. There's no evidence of that. There's no report of that. Which hurricane money? After PMP and the government. Let me make it listen to about some money where a thief coming from the labor right them. Listen to this. Listen to this. As the world turns. Listen to this. Listen to this, Leroy. About PMP.
You told him that you gave me money. And I said to Ramon, Donovan never give me any money.
Yes.
Donovan don't give me money. Donovan give me projects.
Yes.
He expect me to take the money. But
yes.
The people was always paramount. When I tell them...
Okay, according to Rosie, Donovan expect Rosie to take the money, but Rosie said, the people is paramount and I have to take care of the people. Them. You remember good, this is a labor right, I talk about a labor right. If you live in a glass house, don't throw stone. Because no glass on the PMP right now under Mark Jefferson Golden. Nobody can say under Mark Jefferson Golden leadership, people within the People's National Party feel comfortable if they had any intention of stealing, which they haven't gone in government yet. Under Mark Jefferson Golden, any single member of the People's National Party, if they have any intention of coming into politics to scrape, remember me tell you, say, they're afraid of that man because he is the integrity boss. Look what happened to Dennis Meadows. Dennis Meadows only uttered support for scammers. You hear what I say? And him lose him opportunity to run for the People's National Party in the seat. If you make a next comment like that, I'm going to block you. Sit down in a class and learn and have sense, labor right. What you talking about? What hurricane money you talking about? The People's National Party don't handle no hurricane money. The People's National Party had what? A system in place to get donations, right? To do their part in the gaps where they saw the Jamaica Labour Party was not doing their part. And we have seen Mark Golden, and they have them auditors every year, them audit everything. So those statements are going to come out at the end of the year, right? The end of the financial year for them. So those statements are out, it's public. All of the donations, it's all going to be there. I'm not worry about that. This is the integrity boss. You understand? So make sure, say, after Nara and all of them something, make sure, say, every last dollar, every trillion of all the billions and trillions of dollars where the Jamaica Labour Party get from overseas, all of the material them where them get, make sure say none of them not stolen, you know. Make sure say they not giving none of them to their friend and then baby mother and then market me. Make sure say every single dollar accounted for. Because me sure say every single dollar accounted for where the efforts of the People's National Party is concerned. But in a year party, this is the bangarang.
How much money I give the people them all the time. Him tell me when me I give money for, me think it's $6,000, me give it $7,000. I always tell them that can't help nobody.
Yes.
I always tell him, so Donovan, that cannot help nobody.
Yes.
The people them never used to that from me.
Mm.
And them used to it from you.
What's up, Sassity?
Dear, in a Christmas, I gave you a budget.
Thank you, Poison Ivy.
Not this Christmas, last year Christmas.
Yes.
I gave you a budget.
Yes.
For the Christmas world.
Ah.
No, it never have on anything for the old people them and this and that, apart from the treat when
Big up.
And I knew that.
Can't take the call, man. Who that a call, man?
Somebody did forget $5,000, $50,000 each. Ramon did forget 50,000. Chris did forget 50,000, and Yo-Yo was forget 50,000. Everybody else get their money apart from those 3 persons.
Jeez and peace, man.
Because I shared that money and give the old people them.
What is?
To give out. The people them some $5,000. You told Ramon that I gave you a list with Ramon name on it, that Ramon was to get money. Ramon asked me 1 time, I didn't answer him. He asked me 2 times, I did not answer him. The 3rd time he bring it up to me that you told him that I had his name on a paper to get $50,000. I told him yes. I said, Ramon, did you tell Donovan that you got the money? No. I said, January when the gully did a clean in a Raytown. I told Yo-Yo, because when the government go foreign and leave the money, I told Yo-Yo, give Ramon 50,000.
Anytime the labor I come from the page I talk about PMP and money, I'm going to rub you out with the order. Don't come over here until you fix this in a Central Kingston. Don't come over here. This fresh like tooth, hey, you think I win a power? No corruption in a power, no corrupt government. Eh? Uno don't come over here, I'm going to rub you out with this order. Uno will have no peace. Hear what Rosie say?
Give Chris $50,000 and you take your $50,000 and we make him pay out the rest of money. I asked Ramon the question if they tell you say in the money and he said no. Ramon got him Christmas money in January. Ask Liad Ramon. Ask Karen News and Karen got bring come Ramon. Ask him if he never get the $50,000 afterwards. So when you conspire and you are him I tell you say never get no money Christmas and you are telling him say me give a list. Yes, I gave you the list with Ramon name on it. But I diverted the money, Yo-Yo, Chris and Ramon money to the poor, the old people in the area when needed it. But January Ramon got back the money and I told you Donovan that I gave Ramon and you asked me why me give him $50,000. When I told you that never give them it, you asked me why never give Ramon $50,000. Liar, Karen News, Donovan, thief in Donovan. You hear me? I want you to stop calling me name. I'm going to open up your files in the public. The package, the money where you get for the packages, where you sign up all kind of things, and you give Ramon them to sign. And Ramon come back and tell me, say, nothing where you put on the paper is true, is lie. Remember, you did not get them to sign, and Ramon, you did not get them to sign. So,
Leave right, you hear that? We come from the page and talk about PMP and hurricane money. Yo, Tada, with the allegation. Talk about them allegation are coming from the arse's mouth of the Jamaica Labour Party. Talk about this fraudulent documentation, allegedly. What about, I mean, I ring you out some more, because you're out there. Come again.
All the things them when you know about your false documents them, and Ramon tell me.
Hey!
You know me, I tell you to leave my name alone.
Listen.
You see, oh, no, I'm not paying on my.
Listen.
I don't talk the things them. Man. Well, Ramon tell me about you thieving Donovan.
My thing. What you call him? Thieving Donovan, not my word. You will never hear nobody call Mark Golding thieving Mark Golding. I have no merit behind it. You'll never hear that. They can call him that, but it has no merit. There's no evidence of Mark Golding stealing. But Donovan Williams is quite questionable because his name come up on the Integrity Commission report, you know, from Andrew Owens, you know. Remember, say a tree company, him are the secretary for, you know. I remember, say the other day with the drill, you know. Right? Where film name dep on the company, you know. And him say, no, him dep on the company, you know. And now him name come off of the company according to them, you know. So you can't mix, and that is illegal, by the way. That is illegal. There's a law that is there to make sure, say, we know publicly who owns these companies that is getting government contract. You hear woman say then he's mongrel Donovan. thief in Donovan. Not my word. Not my word. So labor right, if you don't want me rub on out, don't come for my page and talk foolishness about PNP. I go and rub on out to the blouse and skirt audio. And make you remind you what time it is. Fix on the house, get in the house in order. And don't mix PNP. Because any day PNP in a no corruption, BOLO V&R is going to be the loudest voice. If you burn them out. Me, no play them game there. Rosalie a Capricorn, me a Capricorn too. You hear me say? Me no run them joke, them me not support no corruption from nobody. Go away! Go away! We need to clean up Jamaica. Fix up on the yard.
In the public. In the public, me go with it. In the public.
Are you cause all of this? I'm never did come for Rosie time today. Are you cause all of this? But me have your time, I'm spending time on it.
When the time comes. Just continue.
Yes.
Just continue. You want a peaceful transition? Take the peaceful transition.
Yes.
And do what you have to because you can't stay in a central place.
Yes.
Me, I have a campaign that you lose. So you have to get rid of you.
Yes.
You, me, have to get rid of.
Yes.
After that.
Yes.
Oh, leave me alone.
Yes.
I realize that you is lying and Ramon is lying.
Embarrassing.
I am
some milk.
Ramon. Not because he have a political ambition, because nothing is wrong with that. But Ramon been telling lies all the time. The amount of things where Ramon tell me about you, Donovan.
Yes.
When you are thief the people that the taxpayers' money.
Yes.
And for sign and Ramon.
Labor right. Don't you hear that? A labor. Philippa Wagwan. Labor right. I say labor right. A thief taxpayer money. Not my word. Down to my man, they will come from Colin Bell show. All him. Yes, Sir G, definitely. All him Jamaica. The man who come from Colin Bell show, the labor right brother. I admit last night on him program say, when you see so much money I come through, you have to, you know, hold on there. So this is somebody I eat that. Mark Golden not even drink. You see, the labor right them not have, what do you, Mark needs to stop drinking for, yo, Jano, you make you stay over here now. If you say nothing else foolish or out of the way, Mark Golden doesn't drink, it's against his religion. The man don't drink, the man is a sober individual, there'll be water and him drink and juice. The man don't drink alcohol, the man is a disciplined person. Get your facts straight, him don't drink. This thing with the propaganda with the labor them come out with and I talk about him a rummed and them something there. And just because Mark Golden them not have no money for him take from them and you know, I will call it political gimmickry. So him just brush it off. You understand what I say? Loris, big up yourself. Thank you for the follow. Zine? Yeah, so back to Rosie, because you Rosie has said now. We now get distracted by the labor right there.
The amount of things where Ramon tell me about you, Donovan. When you are thief the people that the taxpayers' money and I give him for sign and Ramon talk. Set his pure lie upon the things then. I never know anything about the Ramon things, the most of things where Ramon tell me about you. And let me tell you something, I not say nothing. I wait for the time because everything about come out in the public.
Yes.
Everything about come out in the public. Thief in Donovan. Remember me know everything where you're thief and how you get it. You have the audacity to ask me the other day if you did get money. When you get the money, they contract them up the road for fix up a Wildman Street, Sutton Street and in Alman Town. When you tell me to get the contractor and me get the contractor, Donovan, you forgot say when me give you the contractor number and you and the man talk. After you and the man talk, the man come back to me and said to me, Sir Rosie, you have to ask the MP how much money he want out of the money. Me say, I saw it go? He say, yes, I saw it go. And when I came to you and asked you how much money you want out of it, I saw it go? He say, yes, I saw it go. And when I came to you and asked you how much money you want out of it, you tell me $1.5 million.
$1.5 million Rosie said Donovan said he want out a road contract money. Jamaica, all the blur not road them for fix. All the road them for fix good. if a MP, one MP out of how much MP in Jamaica, potentially, allegedly, a thief with tax dollar. If one MP want to take $1.5 million off of one local road project, how the road them are going to fix? Want to see why the road them bad, Jamaica? Want to see why the road them bad? Denise, big up yourself. You see how working now. You're moderate. I don't have time for you liberate them. We are chat foolishness and I try to distract the thing. And them things we are talking about. All them things go, all them allegations go. MOCA, Integrity Commission, FID, all of the relevant agencies, we are calling on you to investigate these accusations thoroughly. David, big up yourself. We are calling on you to investigate these allegations. This is dangerous. You understand? Alright, I rub them out enough. Let's continue, Jamaica, upon this PAC meeting after a little bit. You want to hear the Auditor General talk, you know. You see her face pop up on that time.
Who is complicit and or culpable, and what is the head of procurement saying in these matters? Thank you. And all of these breaches. Now let us look at management's response, which I am of the view.
Just procedurally, right. Before you came in, what I intended to do was go through them one by one.
Hold on, Chair. Yeah. Allow me. I'm getting there. I'm of the view that the management's response in this instance is somewhat in parts incongruous. 28 missing files located, efforts ongoing to locate missing files, instructions issued to discontinue identified practices, and so on. What were the consequent actions pertinent to these breaches identified in the audit findings, and who is complicit and or culpable, and what is the head of procurement saying in these matters? Thank you.
Well, I'll invite the acting CEO to comment, and as he said, he's new to the position, but he can. But the team is here that can support him.
But Jamaica, here all them have something here. Where the brother there? Where? What's up, Jamaica Amari? Where is the man that was in charge of the UHWI where Tufton put there? And him for the end of the PAAC meeting. So because him dey on leave and it's a go on, the acting person supposed to get the smoke? No, this is unacceptable. If that man is not fired, Jamaica, we have to rise up and I tell them and say, yo, this can't continue, we can't allow these things to continue. I want to have the power. Uno have the power. You had the power September 3rd and you gave back the power to the corrupt government. Right? So watch out. We are going to suffer. Let's continue.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, Member. I did state in my opening remarks, I'm not sure if you were here, that there is a committee formed by the board, the Catherine Pitt Committee, that is investigating the matters related to the Auditor General's report and to identify staff members who may be liable or culpable in the instances and then make recommendations as to the actions that should be taken. There is also the police and the customs who are involved, along with the Integrity Commission, who are doing their investigation to identify where there may be anything related to any illegal practice and to make the necessary action. So we are awaiting those responses. As I explained, Mr. Chair, we have received one report only from customs today, and they have said they will be coming to us with the others. And we received that just on Friday of last week. Sorry. So there are things being put in place, and we have changed a lot of the procedures. We have done some training for the staff, a serious amount of training during that time, and we have issued letters to persons to cease and desist from certain activities.
All right, members, we have spent about an hour and 15 minutes just on that. No, man, I asked many pertinent questions that were on your mind, right? And I could read your mind. What I want to go to now, I wanted to go to the specific findings, but you have a question? Okay, go ahead.
I just wanted a follow-up on the audit findings on procurement documentation.
What's up, Martha? What's up, Martha? How are you doing? Over TT, that Mark needs to start appointing people to request investigations and asking for charges to file against them. No, but Mark Golding does that. He was the one that requested the Integrity Commission to investigate Darrell Vaz and the bust them. Yeah, man, Mark Golding does that, man. Where the evidence, him see the evidence, he does that. If it's man, you know, look on it and say, no, but we need to look at this. Him do that, man.
Auditor General and to the ministry, they were contracted because their contract could not be located at the time, as well as we were able to obtain a preliminary report from them in February of this year.
So Kerry Spence just made an excellent point. Yeah, too much is going on, but that is the reality when you have such a corrupt government, right? Kerry Spence says, so we are paying 2 persons for one work. One on leave and the other we cannot get any answers. 2 people getting paid for our work and no one to answer the questions. Excellent point, Kerry Spence. Excellent point. Shelly B, what's up, my baby? How you doing?
And also a copy of the contract. They signed the contract. So there was a contract but not signed. We were able to provide a copy of the signed contract and the preliminary report from the second. And the second one was there to provide an operation plan as well as a turnaround plan for the hospital in terms of its viability from a financial standpoint, because at this moment it is not in the best shape.
So,
and yes.
So the signing the contract was done after the findings of the Auditor General. That's what you're saying?
No, it was this it was found okay. After, but it was signed before the Auditor General's finding. But it wasn't presented. It was not presented. So it was there. What we're seeing, it was signed before, but it was not presented to the audit. The contract, the signed contract, was not presented to the Auditor General.
Giving thanks.
Can the Auditor General respond to that, please?
Yes, let me hear from the Auditor General.
I just need a bit of clarification. What is it that was presented, that was missing, that was found?
The signed contract.
The contract?
Yes.
Okay, so I was thinking about the contract or the strategic plan.
Strategic plan as well as the 2 consultants who were hired.
Big up.
Right, so okay, fine. All right, so let me speak about the strategic plan and the operational review, because we spoke about not seeing an approved strategic plan.
Yes.
Jamaica, not only do we have a beautiful, not only do we have an intelligent Auditor General, but my goodness, she is gorgeous. She is gorgeous, Jamaica. We're very lucky, you know. We should pray for this lady, you know, that the Lord protect and bless her. Winifred Wagwan, we should pray for this lady, Jamaica. She needs God's covering if she don't have it already. She's doing a great work for us as the people of Jamaica to hold government entities accountable. I wish she had more powers to implement or mandate implementations of her recommendations. I wish it was in the law that her powers extended to that level, because as a woman of integrity, you know, the things that she has recommended them to do, we would be in a greater space right now. The roads would be fixed. They would not thief up so much money. The hospital, they would have equipment. You know, who if get locked up. Stuff like that, you know. All these criminals would be behind bars and their assets seized, you know. Big up the Auditor General.
We spoke about not seeing an approved strategic and okay, fine. All right, so let me speak about the strategic plan and the operational review, because we spoke about not seeing an approved strategic plan.
Yes.
So an entity was engaged to undertake a strategic review.
That's right.
And transformational review as well.
Yes.
No. One was
strategic and operational.
No, one was for operation and turnaround. One was for strategic and transformational, and produce a transformational plan. But that's not a strategic plan. So we did not see the strategic plan. My colleague is letting me know that the intent was to use the strategic review and transformational plan to inform the strategic plan. But we didn't see an approved strategic plan. No, for the operations review.
All right, just for clarity here, you used the word approved a couple of times. Is it that it existed but was not approved by the entity?
It was not approved by the board.
It was not approved by the board?
No.
But it existed?
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So it's all draft report.
Okay, so there was a draft report.
The draft presented to the board, but the board did not accept it and did not approve it.
Okay.
But the second one,
the operations review
and the turnaround.
Development of the turnaround plan. We have not seen the turnaround plan. We haven't seen that plan. But last
yeah, man, tap up the screen, please. That's right.
Operations review document.
That is correct. Along with the signed contract between us and the person doing that.
Okay. We've seen the turnaround.
Okay.
But the second one,
the operations review
and the turnaround.
Development of the turnaround plan. We have not seen the turnaround plan. We haven't seen that plan. But last week we received a draft operations document.
That is correct. Along with the signed contract between us and the person doing that.
Okay. So we were of the impression that the consultant failed to provide the document at the time that it should have been provided, but they submitted
last week
in February 2026.
So
that's my understanding.
So I can be clear. There were two consultants engaged. One provided a plan which went to the board but was not approved by the board. The strategy wasn't approved by the board, but they delivered something, but the board didn't sign off on it. The second one, you said the document itself was just provided 2 months ago, February, last month?
Last week.
And real petition submitted. The draft, what we saw, a draft document. Right, and let's just put this into context because this contract was 2024 and the document should have, because as you know, a turnaround means that you need to address something, so it should have been produced 4 months after we received it last.
Yeah, so the question is...
Damn! Context really matters. This was a contract from 2024 and it is supposed to be produced 4 months after, and in a 2026 February it produced bangarang. You see, it's one thing reading the Auditor General report, you know. It's another thing listening to the PAAC meeting where she speaks and gives context, so you understand why she's concerned, because she's seen these practices and she understands that the potential level of corruption that can be yielded from these practices is dangerous to the Jamaican interests, to the people's interests. It is dangerous. Mighty God.
Is the consultant fully paid?
No. He has been paid 50%.
After we received it last.
Yeah, so the question is on the second one. Was the consultant fully paid?
No. He has been paid 50%. So the first one, the total amount was approximately 90,000 US. On the second one, the total amount is approximately 180,000 US. So the first one was paid 90, and the second one was paid another 90, which comes up to about 186,000. Now, so the second one has received half the payment. Up to the time when I came, we had not received any report, but he provided us with an interim draft report.
Hold on, Mr. Hosting. When was he contracted, or she?
In 2024.
So it took 2 years on the Auditor General report.
End of 2024, sorry.
2 years on the Auditor General report to get a draft, then get 50% of money? 50%. Yeah, but it's 50% of his money.
Yes.
For the entity to get something?
What about it?
That is correct, yes.
Oh boy. Alright, I just wanted to be clear, because that is crazy. That you could pay 50% almost 2 years, and only because the Auditor General goes in that he produces that report after getting 50% of the money? Madness that.
It points against to a broader systemic problem. Member Morris would have raised the full listing. Yes. Yeah, it points again to a fundamental problem, which I don't want to blame you or the hospital officers directly, but there is a need for, and as we deep dive into further things, because we may be
don't lock the gate here.
Because there are a lot of issues that are here.
Don't lock the gate.
To be properly ventilated, as Member Morris is saying, so that the public understands it. But what is being painted is just a free for all and a broad. Yes. Thank you.
I remember Miller.
I want to find out how often is a procurement committee in place, how often do they meet, and why is it that there was no procurement plan in place, and how the procurement committee went about approving contracts if
you don't have records. So I don't know if you'll be able to help me or...
Yes. The procurement committee meets every fortnight on a scheduled basis, but there are circumstances that may require them to meet even within that time period because of urgency of matters. They will, what is presented to them, anything over the 3 million threshold that the Ministry of Finance highlighted, would have to go and be reviewed by them. And that is what they use to operate. There are minutes of their meetings. In the past, some were not. Things, as the auditors said, were not in the minutes because they were not presented to the procurement committee for review.
So how did the procurement committee go?
Yeah. I'm a bowler, man. But they won't. Can't get one. Yeah, man. Jamaica, I love the fact that this thing is being ventilated. And see one of our beautiful, intelligent MPs from over there. Yes. Them tried to bully her the other day in Parliament, but it never worked. Favor Williams start roll her neck. Make we know so she's spicy and sassy. Things don't look good, Sonia. Don't look good at all. Can't tell you that right now. Things don't look good at all. See me can call my driver. Hopefully he'll pick up. Now we're calling for my line phone because I'm calling for the digital boy. I tell you, rain and fall Jamaica. Because rain and fall all over the island. Look like rain and fall all over the island. TikTok, thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting. Big up on yourself. I don't see nobody move. I'm go on good. I'm go on good. Few persons them from BOLO V&R 2.0. On this page, on this phone. I want to give me a second here. I'll make a call. Very important. Un momento, por favor. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to move on from the PAC meeting now because I've got look into some crimes with the police them. The intelligence is off and there's a pattern, there's a very concerning pattern in Jamaica, I'm telling you. Very concerning pattern indeed. Alright, it look like this man in the work and that not good enough. That not good at all, Jamaica. TikTok, give me a second again. You see me can send me mother some credit. She can call him. How could I ever let you go away? No way. I'll be singing this song someday. Now I'm sinking to rise no more. Ever since you closed the door, honey, how time goes by. The blessings in the wink of an eye. Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why should one have to go on suffering? No matter what, it's a bit dark. And every day I plead, please come back to me. And if I could turn back the hands of time, then my darling, you'd be mine. If I could turn back the hands of time, and my darling, you still be mine. If I could turn back, if I could turn back. Oh my God, you see this now? Them something I'm going to talk about, you know. can't deal with them phone and then freeze up business and come slow up the program.
Approving the contract if documents were presented.
Well, they didn't approve anything. It didn't come to them, so they would not have approved or rejected anything.
So the procurement committee then just existed and met and did not approve anything?
No.
Let me understand.
No, there are circumstances, there are things highlighted by the Auditor General and by our internal audit, where in fact items that were processed did not go through the proper procedure, which included procurement committee having received it, reviewed it, and made a decision on it.
Very well. So the procurement committee then was circumvented in this process?
In some cases.
All right, member Corporation.
Yeah, I just want to...
The procurement committee was circumvented in some cases. Mighty God. I have to move on, Jamaica. I have to move on. See? Let me share my screen. So, Lord have mercy, not that. Right there, sir. I don't know what I'm going with this phone about. All type of thing happen, brother. No lie. All type of thing happen. Jamaica, wanna hear me? Over there, so wanna hear me? Oh, gosh. Me a show off the whole program. Okay, I don't know credit here, man. I try to put my mother, but I don't know credit. What they call it Destiny Helper. Is there any Destiny Helper out there that want to send Bolo some credit on his 451-356535 page? Number 876-451-6535. You can send me some credit, alright? You can send me some credit, guys. 876-451-6535. Oh, we're back. There we go. We're fully back now. Awesome. Yeah, let me see what's going on here. Turn on my camera. I want to listen to that story of Jamaica. First of all, this right here. Where's the story there? No, not that one there. This I want here. This.
Come back and continue the news. An appeal for help from a young man this evening who contends that he's been terrorized by the Cuban police. He fears that the authorities do not intervene, he will be killed soon. But as you'll hear in this report, the case stems from an apparent mix-up in the JCF's Wanted Persons campaign.
I'm afraid. Yeah, I say a different person is coming to me, you know, female and over here.
Afraid because he's convinced he's been marked for death by the police. The young man claims the threats came straight from the proverbial horse's mouth.
And then my father say, each one must stay my baby mother. Each one must stay my baby mother. I tell my father say, oh, look, he say, oh, they take me for under so because if they ain't gonna catch me doing so, they'll kill me.
He believes the frightening case of mistaken identity stems from these posts. This is Javon Sims, a man wanted by the police in St. James since last year in connection with murder and escaping custody. Weeks ago, Javon Antonio Sims's picture and name started circulating in relation to the same offenses. Javon from Clarendon says he was never in prison, which necessitated him escaping custody, nor is he tied to a murder matter. Javon.
So Jamaica, Javon Antonio Sims and Javon Sims is two different persons. Javon Antonio Sims and Javon Sims is two different persons, Jamaica. Two different people. This is the second time now we're having a mistaken identity on the wanted list. When are we going to fix this problem, raise an alarm before innocent youth dies? Listen to the story.
He's a construction worker who works daily with his father.
Hear that?
Which is why he and his father immediately went to the Maple police station to get the matter clarified. They got this signed document from the Clarendon police declaring Javon Antonio Sims is not a wanted person.
So the youth go to the police station with his father to clear up his name. Then give him a paper that with the signature, the number of the officer, them email address and everything. Make the anybody stop him and think say him as police, and you know say that dangerous. Because if them think say him a criminal, they might just shoot him and kill him, you know. In a Jamaica, criminals don't go in front of the court, you know. And the Andrew owners, you know, they meet the maker first and then meet the judge. They do things in a reverse. You feel what I deal with? So now a mistaken identity right now could have cost this youth time life. This is the second case that we're knowing about. And that is alarming, you know. You know why? You remember Orlando Gray? I'm going to play a film interview. Zane, the youth traumatizing reputation. The two of the youth, them have similar stories. Them work. Them are like them in a construction. Them are Christian. Right? Them very humble. But yet still for them name I get find out and I put out in a wanted list on the Jamaica Constabulary Force Instagram website. Is the second case this in less than a year. Right? This is alarm in Jamaica. Me tell you already, you know. Remember, you know, when people are run up their mouth, you know, about this police force, you know, and the abuse and everything, you know. Me say all these people have to do is the way how una think about it and I make excuses to the police them and una co-sign to them for us take people life and be judge, jury and executioner. Me tell you no, me say innocent people can easily be labeled as criminals, right? And then they lose their life, especially if they're not in league with the corrupt government. That can be used as a weapon to eliminate people. I said it. And I stand on it. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Make us play some more.
But he says that does not stop the police from targeting and terrorizing him.
Yeah, then.
Should we do now come exactly in our house now? And question them, I tell them my name and the same time they must say, oh, me them come for me, I show them people now say they must say, I already go by the station because we know so this when I come about, so make sure go by the station and get my name clear. They kill me because that then come for the car, then you see a most wanted man then come for. So if when me are giving people, I really want the people and that, like that same way.
He pointed to alleged acts of intimidation and unprofessionalism days ago when
Jamaica, when you hear what the youth say a while ago, the youth said the police them never want to see the paper where I talk about. Because them don't make up for them mindset. Him a wanted man. Him the on the most wanted list. So come for him. Them a come for him for carry him to court, you know. Then come for him to eliminate him off of the earth. Right? And that in itself is wrong. Because under our rights, under our charter of rights, everybody has the right to life. Whether you are criminal or not. And a lot of people out there who don't agree with the people them going out there and taking the course of judgment upon them own hands. But imagine if the roles was reversed. Imagine if it was your child. Imagine if it was you. Imagine if it was your auntie. Imagine if it was your mother. And they were a mistake of identity put them on the most wanted list and they lost their lives on television crying and asking for justice and mercy. And for people to rally around you. Well, rally around these victims. Don't wait till you reach your doorstep. Condemn this, Jamaica. Condemn this. This has to be condemned. It's the second time it's happening. Orlando Gray, the youth must name. For most wanted, them take the youth picture. And that was so interesting. Apparently it was his passport size picture. So the question was, where did they go? Did they go in the database? The passport database, and took out the youth picture and put it up there? On most wanted list? Dangerous.
And was transporting him from his house.
And then no, I see him.
He pointed to alleged acts of intimidation and unprofessionalism days ago when the police detained him and was transporting him from his house.
And then no, the police them know, then they have one back in a car, and one of them ask me say, if you know gammas when if you drink gammas when you know it's sweet. And tell him friend like it said, what dog, make you feel like gammas when you begin a boy ass. Then take up a back and show him say everything. Which when they was in a back when you say gammas one.
The whole situation, he explained, has turned his life upside down.
Put me in a difficult position because everybody is in me, they want to run for me and send us in me a most wanted man. And then I want to run, enough of my friend them still want to run the mask.
The man's social life has been destroyed. His reputation has been stained. The people are afraid for their own because the police them say I wanted man and all in clearing name. Him should sue the government. Him should sue the government for damages to his reputation. You know how hard it is to repair a reputation when you put up your face and say you are a most wanted person when you never commit a crime in your life? If you sue them for everything they have Jamaica, I tell you this is dangerous. I mean, I talk with water in my mouth. It could have been any one of us. Any one of us.
Police are telling seriously like that. Like, enough of my friend them still. They want to run for me and send us me a most wanted man. And then I want to run. Enough of my friend them still want to run the mask. They might call police and tell them seriously like that. Like, for instance, say you see me pass through here, then call police and tell them say they see me or something.
Javon says he's not a wanted man. Instead, he only wants to provide for himself and his family.
I'm 1 year old son or something there. I'm look back into them thing about me after crying or something there.
Investigations Indicom has been notified of the matter. The young man says he will also report the matter to iProbe.
Mighty God, Jamaica. That's not the only case, but only remember the young man Orlando Gray, a same way so, film ID. Film face come from Most Wanted Wednesday. And the JCF apologized, you know. But how did they apologize? They apologized by putting up a post on their Instagram. They never did a press conference apologizing to Orlando Gray, you know. Are they going to do up another post on Instagram and hope that this story dies and nobody not really see it on TVJ and nobody not really raise alarm? Well, I am calling on the vlogger them to raise the alarm on this trend with the police force where the intelligence is concerned in putting people on most wanted lists that don't belong up there and that destroy the people in life. Yes, I am raising the alarm. I am calling on Andre Stevens. I am calling on Rattigan. I am calling on Mystic Sensation, Wayne Lonesome, Atafai Press, Mama Jenny, and Isabel Rose. I am calling on all Carlos, Jamaica Carlos, Make We Talk Television, Jamaica Hot Topic, Sulfur, big up Sulfur anywhere in there. I am calling on the vlogger them, Dre Bryan. This story needs to be highlighted. Clarendon man fearing for his life. The young man have a 1-year-old pitney and he work my construction worker. Law-abiding citizen and the man end up on most wanted list. And the man go to the police station and clear up everything and his life still in a danger. And his reputation still gets spoiled. He needs to sue them. Talking about sue, look at this.
Now over in Westmoreland, a man is seeking justice for his son who was allegedly beaten by policemen while in lockup on Friday. The incident, which was captured on camera, has since gone viral on social media. Kimberly Petty reports.
A father crying out desperately after his son, 23-year-old Jamar Darling, is seen in this video being pulled and allegedly being beaten by police officers. His father, Jerome Darling, explained he was locked up by the lawmen during a traffic stop. He said he went to the Southern Lamar police station hoping Jamar would be granted station bail, but what transpired has left him traumatized.
My son said to me, say, I decided the conduct, I'm not charging for. And I do nothing more than stop me. I want to search the phone. I'm telling someone, nah, make it go in on my phone, because I got stuff in on my phone. And my private stuff on my phone. Well, when he started to talk about him bail, them said, I'm carry him around at the cell. And from them, moved him to start pull off the handcuff. A police officer have him and around him neck.
He went further.
Then a policeman in the white walk and come on and turn off the light and then started to beat him. The other policeman, they run at the back of the station, come and tell him to and start driving out. So them drive out at the back.
Mr. Darling said it's not the first time the police have detained his son.
He has a lot of pain. Back hurt him, his neck hurt him, swelling to the face.
Now over in Westmoreland, a man is seeking justice for his son who was allegedly beaten by policemen while in lockup on Friday. The incident, which was captured on camera, has since gone viral on social media. Kimberly Petty reports.
A father crying out desperately after his son, 23-year-old Jamar Darling, is seen in this video being pulled and allegedly being beaten by police officers. His father, Jerome Darling, explained he was locked up by the lawmen during a traffic stop. He said he went to the Southern Lamar police station hoping Jamar would be granted station bail, but what transpired has left him traumatized.
My son said to me, say, I decided the conduct, I'm not charging for. And I do nothing more than stop me. I want to search my phone. I'm telling someone, nah, make it go in on my phone, because I got stuff in on my phone. And my private stuff on my phone. Well, when he started to talk about him bail, them said, I'm carry me around at the cell. And from them, moved him to start pull off the handcuff. A police officer have him and around him neck.
He went further.
Then a policeman in the white walk and come on and turn off the light and then started to beat him. The other policeman, they run at the back of the station, come and tell him to and start driving out. So them drive out at the back.
Mr. Darling said it's not the first time the police have detained his son.
He has a lot of pain. Back hurt him, his neck hurt him, swelling to the face, his forehead, his foot, his hand, his eyes swell up. It traumatized him when you see it. You know, say your own youth and you never let your youth so. And police beat your youth so. And one police, and two police, and three police, and four police. Police just come and beat him so for a reason.
He believes that the situation could have been handled in a more professional manner and has since reported the incident to INDECON.
There's something going on in Westmoreland with these young police officers. Well, all I ask now is justice. I ask the Commissioner of Police to intervene with his own investigator, and I ask the Prime Minister of Jamaica to look through Westmoreland Parish. It's a parish where we can love you, but you have to love me first, because we give you the head to run the country. We give Mr. Andrews the head to run the country. But we not get no attention, Prime Minister. We not get no attention, Commissioner.
Our news team contacted Commanding Officer for the Westmoreland Police Division, SSP Oswald Dobson, for a comment, but calls to his phone went unanswered. Kimberly Petty for TVJ News.
Jamaica. Usually, I don't play that on TikTok or no video, but I have to show on TikTok. TikTok, that's why I want to subscribe to my YouTube page, yeah? So I can show on the visual, sorry. Yeah, so I say, but I have to show on the visual of that. as disturbing as it is. So, on one end, you have the youth, them are go for the most wanted list. For the next end, the Hurricane Melissa lick Westmoreland, I know it look like the Hurricane JCF or the Hurricane Police Force. What the hell is going on? The police them don't Westmoreland look like they never something different than the police them were there at other places. Sorry about that for my microphone, I'm supposed to hear some feedback. See, the police them were down there, so it appears as if them have a different mission and a different way of them do policing. Could it be that the people in Westmoreland get targeted because they not vote for you Labour right them? Could it be? Is this possible? Jamaica, the man is handcuffed to the chair. Handcuffed to the chair. The police turn off the light. The police turn off the light when they beat the youth. Turn off the light because them sister the man them a video. The man father a video. Hey, you know how much it must have taken that father to sit and did this and I watch the man them a deal with him son. Like how them a deal with him. The man them turn off the light, Jamaica. Watch that. Look how the man them a deal with the youth. The Jamaican police them coming like say Patsy Wagwan. The Jamaican police them coming like say some of them, not all of them. And when I say Jamaican police, I never generalize. I not talk about all of them. But they come like say the man and give man them sitting for smoke or take before them when them dip on training. Because I don't know how this is. That's not how you deal with a human being. And what did they stop him for? This was a traffic stop. This was not a gunman. This was not somebody where I point one weapon off of them. This was not somebody where I attack them with physically. This is a traffic stop. And them don't carry the man guard the place already. Right, that's up. Look how them turn off the light. I don't know if you guys remember a very prominent lady that has name that came on Andre's show. And she said her son had an experience with the police. And it's when they knew it was her son that them started back up. So I told Jamaica, say police them only rate or respect or treat some Jamaican citizens in the way how them supposed to treat them. When you say need Isaac can't take every case, you know. Remember I say Isaac I deal with the people in East Portland with the land and the highway and everything. Then displacement. Isaac has a lot on his table. Big up Isaac. Yeah, him have a team. Oh, well, I hope the team are busy because the amount of atrocities we are going on in Jamaica right now in regards to the police force, the government abusing the people, the police abusing the people. I'm telling you, we are in a dark place. The youth, look there, him handcuffed to the chair now. So after this, them beat the youth apparently, you know. After this, they beat the youth. Jamaica, these unnecessary, and the violence in the school too. In the school, right? Look at this. It's in the school.
son was brutally beaten by 4th and 5th form boys last Tuesday at the school. She explained that her son has spent only a year at the school and within that time has been bullied because of his accent and the way he wears his hair. Now, one student was charged this morning for wounding in relation to the incident and is to face the courts soon. Kirk Wright reports.
Look on this.
Jamaica College still riding on their wave of victory of the boys and girls champs on the weekend. At the school this morning, a celebratory atmosphere. Meanwhile, one of their own, a 4th former, has been at home for a week now, nursing injuries he received from a battering at the school last Tuesday. The student was left bruised and confused after being attacked by a group of boys on the compound. The victim says he was walking towards the canteen to have his lunch when about 6 of them yelled out to him that he had dropped his money. The victim says after picking up the money, another boy from the group approached him saying the money belonged to him.
He tried to pull the money from my hand. He was pushing me in the chest and I kept yelling at him, telling him to get away from me and telling him that, no, this is my money. They just told me it was my money.
The victim says he tried to ward off the boy who was becoming more aggressive, but said that only incensed the others who also turned on him.
He punched me right in the face, directly in the chin. I received the punch and threw my food at him to try to defend myself and get him away from me because he was being, insane. He was yelling all kinds of insanity, like all types of nonsense. I threw my food at him. He dropped his bag and rushed me. He proceeded to punch me in the nose right here, which caused an injury, breaking my nose right here across the bridge. I received more punches to the eye, due to which I tried to defend myself the best I could. I felt hands pulling my hair, which I'm still feeling lots of pain in my head from that. There were hands pulling my hair that I just couldn't really understand what was going on, The next thing I knew, I was on the ground on my back, being beaten down in the face, on the chest. I have bruises all over my body.
The students who witnessed the battering alerted the Dean of Discipline, who took the victim to the school's nurse for treatment. The boy's mother says she is particularly hurt because her son is a very gentle soul who gives zero trouble. She says now her son has been left with injuries he doesn't deserve.
He has a tear in his conjunctiva at the very least, which was briefly conveyed to us. He has a more fulsome, thorough eye examination scheduled for tomorrow. But CT scan has confirmed that his nose is broken, so now we have to go see a surgeon. Right? I have no idea where this mountain of medical expenses is going to take us.
Karen?
And this was all thrust upon me in a moment.
She says his medical bills are piling up with more assessments to go.
I have spent close to $100,000 since Tuesday on X-rays, CT scan, doctor visits, ophthalmologist.
The mother says she has not received a call from the principal. However, the school nurse and another teacher have reached out to her.
Which underscores what I've already heard, and both anecdotally and from evidence from my son, that fights happen at Jamaica College almost daily. Brutal fights.
We asked the principal, Wayne Robinson, about the incident this morning.
We are aware of the incidents any incident that took place, and it goes from procedure here of investigation and a procedure of dealing, taking action based on those investigations.
Kirk Wright, TVJ.
Jamaica, I did some left it. Partner TV starts in 15 minutes. I'll be back around 2:30, 3 o'clock. Yeah, I'll be back around 2:30, 3 o'clock. God bless you. I'll see you on TikTok. I don't know, TikTok. I don't know. Will I be able to go live on TikTok? I'm not sure. So TikTok, come over to BOLO V&R 2.0, go subscribe. Alright, because I don't have enough phone yet. Alright, TikTok, my phone, I don't have enough phone yet. Let me just work with me the TikTok, please and thanks. Alright? Yeah man, maybe you're gonna work with me. Alright, let me see if I have the picture with me YouTube. And I can post up. So I can go follow the YouTube page. You can't play a video on TikTok. Very interesting. You only can put up picture and talk. Anytime I put up picture, it's like them block it. Let me see. Turn around this. And I think this are the right something about BOLO V&R 2.0 Jamaica. Those are the third one on the screen. When I type in BOLO V&R 2.0, the one that you see me, no, the one where you see me have my hand on my chin like so, that's a BOLO V&R 2.0. The one there at the bottom. Yeah? Yeah, man. Those are all my channels. Those are the symbols that are on all my channels. People, God bless you. Sooner or later here, I get some breakfast or some lunch or together, whatever, and you know, recuperate and come back later. We are going to attack the PAAC meeting in a detail. We want to find out what really was said and what really going on. Alright? Big up on yourself. I'm out. Later, people. Later.